do a pit maneuver. That's a rather large SUV. And this was all because the driver did not stop at a red light, blew through a red light. Police then engaged that driver. He kept on driving, did not pull over, did not stop. That started a pursuit. At one point in time, they backed off, and then as they backed off, the driver backed off as far as the speeds and the reckless driving and the aggressive behavior. Right. They have since re-engaged him, and you can see here we're on surface streets, kind of going around in the Huntington Park area at this point in time. It is dark. Large vehicle, high speeds, and almost a near
that was
hit
a
right
close.
there. He's losing control.
Geez.
He lost control.
Oh, geez. We were afraid
okay,
that
Stu,
was going to happen.
Did he flip over?
No, he did not flip over, but he did hit some other vehicles out there. A bunch of civilian vehicles were hit right there. Sorry about that. You can see right there, those are the civilians, officers from California Highway Patrol just arriving here on scene. That's going to be Alameda near Randolph. That's where this thing comes to an end. You can see all that steam inside that vehicle. That's from the airbags from the suspect's vehicle. Now, officers are going to be basically, they're going to have to contend or have to handle these injured civilians out here, losing control as he went through the Randolph right there, hitting several vehicles. I'm counting at least 3 with airbag deployment. These are all going to be civilians, maybe even 4 vehicles out here that are going to be civilian vehicles. You can see that SUV right there, kind of very crumpled. I'm sure that that driver, even with those airbags in that bigger vehicle, I'm sure is stunned right now. But officers from California Highway Patrol, they're going to be tending to some of these civilians. I already heard the call. I've already heard the call for an ambulance in this area for the civilians. I'll probably be checking out that suspect as well, but right now that vehicle stopped, obviously not able to move. One of the wheels is sitting there on the side of the road, but it's come to a stop out here, and we're at Alameda and Randolph, definitely going to be in the Huntington Park area. California Highway Patrol dealing with a suspect that's not going to be coming out of that vehicle, is not complying at this moment, but we'll see what's going to be happening out here. I'm very concerned about all these people that were hit.
Yeah, do you see any of them coming out of the cars?
Right there,
well, we should,
they're moving them around.
Yeah, we should probably mention, of course, we're taking a look at these officers that are kind of keen on the suspect and the vehicle there, but of course they have already called ambulances. They got police officers. You see that red vehicle there in the center of your screen. They are attending to those people in those vehicles that were hit.
This is a lot going on at once and in a really quick amount of time, and we were just, going after this guy. They were in chase, and this is exactly what happened. They were so afraid of this, Jeff, that this guy was driving so fast. This guy or girl was driving so fast. 80 to 90 miles per hour on the right side of your screen is when that collision, I should say multiple car collision occurred. And you can see what happened to that Lincoln Navigator with the airbags deployed. The suspect still inside that car. We don't know if there are multiple suspects. We have no idea. We don't know what the condition is of this driver. We actually also don't know the condition of the other drivers who were victims, innocent victims in all of this.
Yeah, you can take a look on the right-hand part of your screen, and one of the tires, the left rear tire of the Navigator, has flown off. That goes to show you going 80 miles an hour through a red light and then hitting and sideswiping a car, losing control, just how dangerous that is. At 80 miles an hour going through this intersection, and when you hit that car, you lose control, then you hit 3 other cars, and we don't know if this suspect behind the vehicle of this pursuit car is injured or just hanging out and trying to wait this out. And we don't know the injuries of the others. We know that there's an ambulance on the way, and we'll continue to see what happens here.
I saw the windshield wipers going right to left. Just